In a recent post, I asked you all to name some features that you would want to see in the next Wrestling Empire update, and I will be picking 10 and talking about them in this video right here. And it's been a while since MITB actually gave us a Wrestling Empire update. So while we wait for that, let's hear what the people have to say. Alright, we'll be starting off with Smiley YZ6969. He makes great content too, you guys should check out his channel. He said, we should be able to add our own music. Yeah, that I believe, because there was a time, I think Wrestling Revolution 3D does that too, even the 2D version of Wrestling Revolution, that you are able to put in a custom music of your choice. He also said you could do it in Wrestling Rev. Yeah, that's what I said, so why not just add it to Wrestling Empire? Exactly. Like, why not? Like, it literally sucks to not know why he hasn't added this in Wrestling Empire. I don't know, maybe he has plans of doing that, but you just heard what Smiley said, and I'm pretty sure hundreds if not thousands of people agree with what he just said on this one. He also continued by saying, and you know what, we should be able to add our own videos to the entrance screen or have the ability to edit it limitedly in some way. Yeah, I think he's talking about the Titantron. I think it's pronounced Titantron, whatever displays on the screen. You know, the epic arena, the latest arena MITB added to Wrestling Empire. Yeah, it would be nice to have some custom videos. This is a good one, Smiley. I appreciate it. Next we have the Mayor. I really hope I'm pronouncing these names very well. He said, I'd like to see some old features brought back, like actually going through windows in Wrestling Revolution 3D, or even some old moves from Wrestling Revolution 3D that didn't make it to Wrestling Empire, like gut-wrench power driver or powerbomb choke slam. Yes. First of all, this is also one of the things that I still don't know why MITB hasn't added in Wrestling Empire yet. The fact that it was in his previous game and he doesn't want to add it to his current game just begs the question, why exactly is he doing this? And also the moveset, like the Mayor just said, he said gut-wrench power driver. Just the thought about this move is amazing, and the powerbomb choke slam too. These were moves that MITB created and added to his game in Wrestling Revolution 3D. Why has he not added it in Wrestling Empire? Just why? And it's not like we are begging for something new. This is something he's done before in Wrestling Revolution 3D. So I believe it shouldn't be that much of work to just add it to Wrestling Empire. Do you guys get what I mean? Anyways, the Mayor continued by saying also the ability to choose apron moves like suplex into the ring or German suplex to the floor. I'm going to read that to understand that again. Also the ability to choose apron moves like suplex into the... Okay, I understand what he meant. This in between rope moves. I think I'm going to show you guys a clip of what he actually means. Yeah, I missed this. He should actually add this back to the game. Like I said before, it's not like we're asking for new things. These are moves that were already included in the game. Alright, moving on. I'd also like to make throat toss act similar to torture rack, where you can walk around with your opponent whilst in a submission and choose when you want to throw them, similar to Wrestling Revolution 3D. What he meant is that, you know, the usual throat toss in Wrestling Empire, he's talking if you can hold your opponent in that same position, like the same way we hold on to our opponent in the torture rack position, like in a submission way, and choose when to throw them. Yeah, I understand what he just said. Great suggestion. I really love this one, the Mayor. Thank you. Next we have Iron Empire. MP3 option is the best, and exit team. Yeah, Smiley said something like this too. You see, just like I said, a lot of people are rooting for this MP3 option, the custom MP3 and the exit theme. Yeah, I think that wouldn't actually be bad. You know, there's a difference between the MP3 could be you could have MP3 for your entrance and your exit theme. You know, you could have two different tracks. I think that would be great. I've lost track of numbers, but Hobby NNS Corner said, dude, I want a feature that allows managers to get ejected I know that you can remove them, but it takes away a major part of wrestling. Yet every time I have a match against someone with a manager, they break up all my submissions and pins, and that should mean they get ejected. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Corby, but the thing is, this is Wrestling Empire. This isn't WWE 2K games, you know. You should already know the kind of madness Wrestling Empire brings with. That is what makes it really, really special, you know. Personally, I wouldn't want to see this feature, but yeah, it would be great. But yeah, you know, that's the fun in the game. Managers coming to breaking pins, submissions, you know, making your match miserable as hell. They might even cost you a win to the match. But like I said, that's what makes Wrestling Empire Wrestling Empire. Next, we have Anti-YFGA Lord. Y'all and these names, seriously. Anyways, he said Titantrons. I think he meant custom Titantrons. I could be wrong, but he also said MITB, Money in the Bank, Punt Kick. I believe that's what he meant. Old RKO. What is the old RKO actually? Autumn Backbreaker. I think I know this one. Pulverizer, the Logan Paul move. Hell in a Cell, new stages, calendar, also custom entrances. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, I just talked about the custom Titantrons and the Money in the Bank. We need to see this. The ladder match, preferably. We need to see that in Wrestling Empire. You know, there are mods for this. There are seriously mods for this. But not everyone has access to mods. But everybody has access to the actual game that Madiki made, Wrestling Empire. So we would want to see the Money in the Bank ladder match. Or at least a ladder match is the same thing as a Money in the Bank ladder match. So yeah, we want to see that too. I enjoy this feature a lot whenever I'm using mods in Wrestling Empire. The punt kick, however, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I don't think we would be seeing the punt kick in Wrestling Empire. You know, when you talk about the punt kick coming into Wrestling Empire, you also have the thought of the 619 also coming into Wrestling Empire, which I doubt any of these moves will ever make it to any of Madiki's games. That's just my opinion. You could have yours. He also said the old RKO. I don't know, was there an old RKO? I'm just going to skip that. The Autumn Backbreaker, that's also nice. The Pulverizer, I believe Madiki could do that. Anyways, the Hell in a Cell, yeah, we need to see this one. We really need to. We already have cages, you know, we already have cells in the game. So I don't think it should be that big of a deal to add the actual Hell in a Cell cage. I feel like personally Madiki just doesn't want to copy WWE games. You know, he just wants to make a wrestling game unique to his own taste. But at the same time, the Hell in a Cell match is traditional wrestling. It's not as if you're trying to copy WWE or their games or anything. This is traditional wrestling. This is basic wrestling. The same thing with the ladder match, the MITB. This is basic wrestling. You're not trying to copy anybody. Long story short, I believe Hell in a Cell match in Wrestling Empire would not be termed as trying to copy WWE games. That's all I'm going to say about that. The new stages, yeah, I believe the game needs some new stages, but I don't feel like it's a priority at this point, you know. But yeah, it couldn't hurt to see some new stages. Calendar, I don't understand what that means. Custom entrances, yeah, I still don't know what that means. Custom entrances, I don't know what you meant, Anti-Lord, but thank you for your suggestion and we are moving forward. Next we have this guy that I really can't pronounce his name, but I will pronounce Raham. He says create a character option and new save data. Okay, doesn't replaces our default MDK characters and shows matches from Wrestling Revolution 3D and roster menu like his other wrestling games, and Money in the Bank matches, updates and gameplay features like Wrestling Empire Remix PC version. Okay, make a video about this, brother. Okay, please. And yes, okay, he meant Hell in a Cell cage updates and body size editing. We want old percentage size editing feature in Wrestling Empire and capes and trench coats updates. And yes, in editor we want every 5 options for editing. Wow, Raham, I think you should send this directly to MDK because this is a long list of things to add in Wrestling Empire. But I would say the caves and trench coats sounds amazing. I would also want to see them in Wrestling Empire, just like Cody Rhodes coats. Yeah, that would be great to see in Wrestling Empire. Abraham Praise U8F said new moves and way to raise the title. Yeah, I've talked about new moves. Somebody suggested that already, and yeah, I can remember in one of my videos I also said there should be a different way other than the normal belt to the waist and belt to the shoulder. There should be more ways to raise the titles in Wrestling Empire. This is a good one. Yeah, this is a really good one. No More Shadows 22 said new hairs, MP3 songs, gimmick matches in career mode while challenging, and a bunch of new matches. This thing about the new hairs, MDK already said he would be adding it to Infinite Lives. So if it's going to be in Infinite Lives, just best believe that it's going to be in Wrestling Empire. Yeah, we've talked about the MP3 songs, gimmick matches in career mode while challenging. I think it means new stipulations. I think that's what they meant. And a bunch of new matches. Yeah, we've also talked about this. Hell in a Cell, ladder matches, MITB, all that. Thank you, No More Shadows 22. Next we have Tandizo. He says, being able to edit and write your own promos in Wrestling Empire booking career. I have said this since the game came out, but MDK doesn't care one bit and it's fine. Sad truth, but yeah, he doesn't care one bit. Anyways, I do agree with the fact that there should be custom promos. That would be nice. That would be nice. I think there's a mod for this on Steam. I'm not sure, but I think there's a mod for this. But yeah, what this guy said should be added in Wrestling Empire, the custom promos. But I doubt if it would. But I think mods make this possible for us. So let's keep going. Boy said, I would love the War Games double ring to come back, thanks. Yeah, I agree with that. And this is also another thing that was in Wrestling Revolution 3D, the double rings. But for some reason, Madiki has just never told us why it's not going to be in the game or why it's not yet in the game, because at this point, it's long overdue. Like, bro, just add the old things that were in your other games to Wrestling Empire. That's not too much to ask. And that's that for the features that we would want to see in the next Wrestling Empire updates. If you commented on that post and you did not see your comments, I'm sorry, but maybe there would be a part 2 to this. Yeah, there should be, but depending. Anyways, thank you for your comments, and I really hope MDK adds at least one of these features to Wrestling Empire.